It is now time to talk about the piece of equipment I've now used for 4 years, which is the longest running piece of home equipment I own, and that is the Core Fitness Adjustable Dumbbells. So let's jump right into the review. Now, the Core Fitness Adjustable Dumbbells are 2 dumbbells that can change from 5 all the way up to 50 pounds. To do this, you place them in individual cradles you get with the dumbbells, and in doing so, it allows you to turn them left or right, where when you turn right, it raises the weight, and if you turn them left, it reduces the weight in increments of 5 pounds. This makes for very quick changes in weight, especially if you're doing many of the home fitness programs that are out on the internet or available on the market today. So these are great for those programs, but I'm going to jump in more details now to see if they are right for your home gym. Looking at the price, it ranges all over the place. It can get as high as $700 or more, all the way down to even $300 or less, depending on where you're buying it from. However, with the virus, I have seen more of a spike in price, with the demand being very high and them having a hard time keeping up with inventory. And with this being one of my favorite products overall, I'm not surprised that there is a huge jump into trying to get this piece of equipment. So just know that if you're trying to buy it right now, it is very high in price, and I hope it does come down over time. Now for me, I did buy these about 4 years ago, sometime around February and March. I'm not sure the exact date, but I bought them from Dick's Sporting Goods at the time for $325. This is back when I lived in Laguna Hills, California. I do live in Texas now, so I did make the change and move out of California after 3 years. But just know that's when I bought them, and I've still been using them to this day, each and every week in my fitness training. So here's what you will get when you unbox the dumbbells and use them for the first time, unless things have changed since I unboxed it 4 years ago. First off, you will get 16 5-pound plates, where you use 8 of those plates per dumbbell, so 4 on each side of the dumbbell, but 8 per dumbbell. Next up, you will receive 4 2.5-pound plates, where you put 2 on each dumbbell or 1 on each side of a dumbbell. And again, these are 2.5 pounds when added together, give you that extra 5. You will also get the handle, which allows you to go up and down by 5 pounds. So you do get 2 handles, as you do have 2 different dumbbells, and these are what create all the magic in changing the weight easily for you in your workouts. And alongside that, and necessary to change the weights as well, are the cradles. So you get 2 additional cradles that you put the dumbbells in and keep at rest, and are also needed in order to lock in and change the weights up and down. Now you can also get a dumbbell stand. However, this is sold separately and is pretty costly, being over $130, I believe, even buying it from their site. So just know it can be pretty pricey to buy that as well. And I've seen it in store and it is pretty bulky, so I'm not actually sure if it even fit in my closet, but just know that is an option if you'd like to have them up on a dumbbell stand. So here's a quick way you can assemble the dumbbells when you get all of your plates and everything in order. First off, you're going to start with the 2 cradles, and from there, you're going to take your bigger 5-pound plates and slide them into the slots that are available. Now, the first one will go into the slot on the cradle itself, and then you'll slide the other plates into the sections of the dumbbells that have the cutouts, so they'll slide into one another. And make sure you do this for each of the dumbbells. So you're going to have, again, 4 on each side of the dumbbell, or 8 per dumbbell on each side of it. Also, if you'd like, you can take all 4 of the plates for one side, slide them all together, and then put them right on one side of the cradle to do it all at once instead of doing it one by one. Next up, you're going to take your 2.5-pound plates and slide them in front of the 4 5-pound plates you put in earlier into the cradle. And this will finish one whole side of the plates that you need, because next you'll take your handle and slide it into the slot in between the 2.5-pound plates, which locks it in place. And that's about it. So once you have that handle locked in, you can turn it right or left depending on what weight you want to use, and then you can take the dumbbell out of the cradle and use it as needed for your exercises. Now that you have them assembled, let's go over the pros and cons list I have for the Core Fitness Adjustable Dumbbells after using them for now 4 years. Now, starting off with the first pro, they are very easy to set up and use. In all, I can set up both dumbbells in under 1 minute without having any of the plates already inserted into the cradles. So again, this is pretty fast in setting up, where you can just take all the dumbbells at once, slide them into the slots, put the handle in, change it to the weight, and again, I can do this in under a minute total for both dumbbells. So that's pretty quick. If you already have it set up, you can just change the handle in all of like 5 to 10 seconds. You are ready to go with your next exercise. My next pro is that changing the weights right and left, even after 4 years, is very smooth and has a very satisfying click feeling as you change up and down the weight by 5 pounds. I've yet to see a similar system that is this easy to use and feels this good when changing the weights. They've done a great job here, and again, after 4 years, I'm still surprised at how well this goes left and right and clicks into the way I want, and then it lets me know with that click that I can remove the weight just fine without causing any other issues. My next pro is that the cradle design is really cool and works very well. While you do need it in order to actually change the weights, which could be kind of a con, I find that this does allow you to make it a bit easier to get everything kind of situated in order. Then you take your handle, change it, and pull it out so that you have the weight you want. It's just a really cool design, and I don't see how you could make it any better than that. But also make sure that you do not lose the cradles themselves, or you won't be able to change the weights. Once you take it out, it is locked with the dumbbell, so you cannot change the weights once you take it out of the cradle setup. It does unlock because there's a little piece on the actual cradle itself that the handle goes into, which unlocks if you're turning it left and right. And without the cradle, you can't do that. So make sure you don't lose that cradle. Moving on, you can take the individual plates out, so you can take those 5-pound plates and use them for other things like calisthenics training. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I like to take a backpack and put the plates in it to do things like pull-ups, push-ups, inverted rows, dips, and many other exercises I like to do that style of training with. And I found these are perfect for that. I can simply take out the handle, then slide out each individual plate, put it in a backpack for the weight I need, and then do my training that way. This has led to quite an evolution in my training, and it really enhanced my overall calisthenic and body weight style resistance with those plates. So it's been a huge help in getting me bigger and stronger in just my calisthenics training, which I enjoy very much. To the next pro, after 4 years, these dumbbells act like they did on day one. It's like they are in such great shape. They do have a bit more dust on them than on day one, so they are kind of dirtier. There is one that even has like a white paint splotch on it, but just know, it feels like I'm just using it from when I got them on day one. They have held up very well. I don't see them degrading anytime soon, so this was a great find in my opinion, back for only $325, and they look like they're going to last years and years to come. The next pro is that the dumbbells keep a good shape and size depending on what weight that you choose, meaning as you raise the weight, the dumbbells get bigger, and as you reduce the weight, they actually get smaller in size. Many other brands that I've seen on the market, when you reduce the weight, all it does is take the weight plate off, but the bar inside is still extended, making it awkward because you just have this long end piece to your dumbbells that no one really wants on there. However, with the Core Fitness dumbbells, the size or ends of the dumbbells will increase or decrease based on the weight. So if you're using a really light weight now, you don't have that extended bar at the end that can get in the way when you're doing some exercises. You just have the regular size dumbbell, much like if you were picking up dumbbells from a rack where they get bigger and smaller. These ones, the ends get bigger and smaller as you change the weights up and down, which is awesome for many of the exercises in my home workouts. And my last pro that I have is you can even hold onto the dumbbells themselves without the handle or rest of the dumbbell falling off and crashing to the floor. So you can do things like overhead tricep extensions by holding actually the plates themselves without everything else falling out. So this is really cool. It's because, again, once you take it out of the cradle, these all lock onto the bar that you've chosen with the weights plates on there. So if I want to do something like 25 or 30 pound overhead tricep extensions or something like that, I can hold onto the dumbbells and not the actual handle and do them normally versus other methods where you have to kind of like hold the handle or something so that all the plates don't come crashing to the floor. With the pros out of the way, let's jump into our cons list for the Core Fitness dumbbells after 4 years. My first con, and this has got a little better over time but is still kind of a nuisance, is that when you use heavier weights such as all 50 pounds at once, the dumbbells can get stuck in the cradle unless you put your foot down and then pull them out. So I believe because the size and how light the actual cradle is, it'll actually pick up with the dumbbells if you have a lot of weight on it. This doesn't happen on the lower weights, so when I have something like 30 or less pounds, I'd say, that I'm picking up at once, the heaviness of the cradle with the other plates keeps it in place on the ground. However, once you put in something like 50, the actual cradle doesn't weigh all that much at that point, so it just picks up if there's any friction with the plates to the cradle. It just picks it up with it, which can be annoying. You have to watch your feet because you don't want that crashing to the ground and breaking your toes if you're not wearing shoes. My next con, and this is one that has covered all 4 years of use, is that they only go up to 50 pounds and there's no current upgrade for them after 4 years. If there's one thing I would like Core Fitness to do is to come out with an upgrade or even a new version of these dumbbells that go to heavier weights. I've seen other products like the Nuo Bells, I think they're called the Flex Bells as well. Those go up to something like 75 or 80 pounds of weight. However, I've been stuck with the 50s here and I really like this product, but if you're not going to raise the weight on me over time, I may have to look elsewhere once I max everything at those 50 pounds. There are many exercises I can already do at the max 50 pound weight, including things like bench presses, bent over rows, and deadlifts. So those are just a few of them, but I'm starting to catch up with many exercises that are maxed out. So I have to change up my workouts in different ways, but just know if they could come out with one that maybe went to 80 to 100 pounds, I would be jumping all over that as long as the price wasn't crazy high. My next con, and this is really one for just the times and with the virus, is that the price is all over the place. Again, I've seen them as high or more than $700. Even on eBay, I think they reached like $1,000 at one point, which is just crazy. And then other times I've seen them as low as like $400, even less, into the $350s. On the website, if you win one of the auctions, you can get it at a $350 price. So it really depends where you're looking and where you can find them. But if you can get them, I'd say for less than $500, you are looking pretty good right now. But over time, I hope they do fall back to the regular price, and that's at one point before the virus, they were under $300 on Amazon for the same ones I have. So if they ever reach that price again, I recommend everyone jumping on that. But until then, make sure you shop around and see where you can get the best pricing. All right, that is my pro and cons list. So now let's jump into who the Core Fitness Adjustable Dumbbells are for. So when I look at these dumbbells, I think of someone who is looking to save on space, be able to change weights up and down really quickly, only need up to something like 50 pounds of weight, and someone who could then use it to improve their calisthenics training with weighted workouts and don't want to do something like spending extra money on other crazy equipment that they want to buy. They could use these dumbbells, throw them in a backpack, and be good from there. And that basically fits exactly my training style. So a lot of mine is now calisthenics with bands and then some free weights in there, but it's become more and more into the calisthenics realm and resistance bands training. So with that, I really do love having these in my workouts. They've lasted me a long time. I've got a ton of value out of them, and they work perfect for me. So if you're looking to kind of mimic what I'm doing with my home training, these may be the best thing you can buy. And to end this review, how do I plan on using the Core Fitness dumbbells moving forward, or what are my future plans with and testing other dumbbells now that it has been 4 years? So as you know, I've tried some other dumbbells in the past, including the Yes For All dumbbells that went up to 100 pounds as I was looking for more weight. Now, I have not found anything close to the quality of these dumbbells, but I have seen other brands come out, such as those Flex Bells or Nuo Bells that I've seen on the market, which are literally the exact same thing as these, but go up to more weight. So those are the things I'm going to be looking into. They are pretty pricey right now, but I think if I can get them at a good price, I'll definitely buy them and compare them against these Core Fitness dumbbells. I don't see myself getting rid of these anytime soon unless something drastic happens and I find just some major win out of nowhere, but I will be testing other dumbbells just to see how it goes and going back to these if I don't like the new dumbbells after like a 1 month trial or something like that. And if they do survive another year, I will make a 5-year update on these dumbbells if they last all the way to February or March of 2022. So that is it. That is my 4-year review of the Core Fitness Adjustable Dumbbells. I hope you did like this review, as I've really enjoyed these dumbbells over the past 4 years. And again, I think they are probably the best purchase I've ever made for my home gym, and they are the product that has lasted the longest. So I'm really, again, happy with this product. Thank you, Core Fitness, for making something awesome. It is time to see if anything can come out on the market in 2021 or 22 that can beat these. If you did like this review, please like and subscribe to GamerBody for more videos and reviews just like this one. If you haven't already, head over to GamerBody.com. There you can check out my current home workout program, the equipment I currently own and use, including these dumbbells, and the information I'm learning from to continue to build muscle and confidence, all from the comfort of home. And that is it. Again, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Be fit and game on.